Built by William the Conqueror sometime soon after 1066, blown to pieces on the orders of Cromwell's Parliament in March 1645. What remains of Corfe Castle today stands towering on its vantage point, overlooking the peaceful and rolling countryside of South Dorset. The moment you set eyes on the castle, you can't fail to see why it was built in the place that it was. On a steep hill, in a gap, in a long line of chalk hills, carved out by erosion, two streams wearing away the rock on either side. The name Corfe derives from the English corfan, meaning a cutting, an obvious reference to the gap, of course, through which everything had to pass. The original build, or first phase, was one of the earliest castles in England to be built at least partly using stone, when the majority were still built from earth and timber. Even so, the castle underwent major structural changes in the 12th century, with Henry I building the stone keep, and the 13th century when extensive construction to other towers, halls and walls occurred during the reigns of King John and Henry III. The castle remained a royal fortress until sold by Elizabeth I in 1572 to her Lord Chancellor Sir Christopher Hatton, who himself made a few changes to the castle in preparation for the Spanish Armada. In 1635, Sir John Banks, an English lawyer and politician, bought the castle, and in so doing, unwittingly set it on its fateful path to destruction. Because in addition to being a lawyer and politician, Sir John Banks was also the Attorney General and Chief Justice to Charles I during the time of the English Civil War. As the Civil War went on and the Parliamentary Army continued to gain the upper hand, Corfe Castle became increasingly isolated. After a long siege, it finally fell. The inhabitants were allowed to leave, but the castle's fate was sealed. The Swanage Railway runs between Swanage and Wareham, and in the background we see the steam engine just approaching Corfe Castle station. During your visit to Corfe, don't miss the opportunity to stroll around the model village, where you can see how the castle used to look before it was destroyed. They also have a nice tea room, where you can enjoy a very welcome sit down and something to eat.